Byung is a support character who specializes in buffs over heals. His main skill is the Conviction of Light, which allows him to put a punishment debuff on the enemy, which increases the damage taken by 5%. And while he is disguised, it will increase to 15%. For Sung Jin-woo, his support skill is mainly just to inflict the punishment debuff on the target, which increases the damage taken by 15% and lasts for 20 seconds. When using his QTE Divine Punishment together with the Hunters, he's able to increase his own power gauge by 5%. And Byung-yu's ultimate skill, the Heavenly Blessing, is an old skill you want to use when he is in disguise, because you're getting two different buffs from him. One is the Heavenly Blessing, which increases the damage dealt and the critical hit rate by 12% for 12 seconds for the entire party. And he also gives a critical hit damage increase by 40% of the amount that exceeds Byung-yu's basic critical hit damage. So every little bit of critical hit damage over 50%, 40% of that value will go straight to your allies for 12 seconds. Based on Byung-yu's skill set, there are two recommendations. First of all, you do want to run a full Destroyer set on him, which gives him a 50% increase to his power gauge when the battle starts, and additionally speeds up the power gauge acquisition rate by 20% for his allies. You do want to run a HP percentage piece on his helmet, and for the boots you want to have critical hit damage as his main stat. For the accessory offset, you want to have the Aqua offset, which is currently not as strong because most of the hunters you're currently running are based on HP or defense. Just Lim and Choi are based on attack, but nonetheless, looking at the future, this skill is very good, especially when he's tagging out. He increases the damage by 28% for 15 seconds. For the ring, you want to give him a light damage percentage piece to increase his damage, but the damage really doesn't matter too much. While for the second ring, you want to have ideally a HP percentage main stat. And for his substats, you want to focus on HP percentages as well as critical hit damage, because the more critical hit damage he has with his ultimate skill, the more your allies deal damage. When it comes to Byung-yu's weapon, you ideally either want to run his SSR exclusive weapon, or if you don't have it, like probably most of the people who don't have him right now, want to use the Ancient Grimoire SR, which at a full Ascension 5 level will increase his power gauge acquisition rate by an additional 32%. This way, you can get his ultimate skill up very fast and maintain the additional damage for your party to kill the boss in time. Byung-yu also has the skill Light Glimmer, which has healing capabilities. If you're in a clinch, it helps out, but he's not primarily a healer, since his main role is to buff your entire team to deal as much damage as possible. And that sums up all you need to know for Byung-yu, and I will see you in a different video. Deuces.